Good morning, everyone. This is Anthony from the Center for Health and Healing. I'm so glad you could join me today for this practice. I know as a teacher and as someone who practices almost every day, not being able to practice in the studio setting is a little odd and a little frustrating. And I'm sure it may be for you too at home, wanting to sustain your practice. So I'm glad you could join me for the next hour so we can explore that together. Certainly, first, I want to start out by thanking all of the essential workers out there, the healthcare workers, law enforcement, first responders, anyone who's on the front lines during these times. We dedicate this practice to you, and if you do get a break in your work, please avail yourself of the practice. You need it just as much as the rest of us who are home, who are isolated. This great practice prepares us for situations like this. The lessons that we learn on the mat, we should take off the mat. When we're on the mat, we're moving the body into all types of crazy positions, weird postures, and in a way, those postures, those situations, they resemble situations that we have off the mat where things might feel out of place or out of whack. And our challenge both on and off the mat is to come back to the breath, to find focus, to find balance, to find steadiness, and to be able to move through the situation with grace. And that's what we're going to try to cultivate today to help not only sustain our practice, but keep the body and mind strong and vibrant and focused. So anyone who knows me knows that I like to move in my practice, so we're going to do that today. It'll be a moderate movement-based practice. Have any props you might need handy, a block, maybe a strap, a blanket for your knees. And we'll begin. Find focus, find steadiness, find balance, but most of all, have a little fun. Set aside this hour just for you to explore your inner environment, your inner world. Leave the outer world outside the room that you're practicing in. Everything that's going on there will be waiting for you. So we're going to start in a reclined position, reclined bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. So as you move into that position, I will start the music and I will try to adjust my position so you can see exactly what's moving and what's not and where the body is supposed to be positioned. So, reclined bound angle, Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to come onto our backs, spread the knees wide, bring the soles of the feet together. So the knees are in sort of a butterfly position. If it's too much, you can place blocks underneath the knees to rest them there. Let gravity pull the knees to the floor. Start to open the hips, a place where we store a lot of tension. We're going to bring the arms out into airplane position, palms up, or you can bring them overhead, clasp opposite elbows. Let the shoulder blades fall down and press into the mat and feel the chest spread open, almost like the wings of a butterfly. If you want to go deeper into the posture, you can place the rolled up blanket or a block underneath your tailbone. That'll accentuate the arch in your low back and start to open the spine. Close the eyes and bring your gaze to the center of your brow. Make your two eyes become one. Focus on the third eye. And concentrate all of your energy, all of your awareness, all of your attention on you, on how your body feels in this moment, about how you're thinking, about how you're breathing. The most important part of our yoga practice, the most important part of our life is our breath. If you find yourself in any situation where you can't breathe, you shouldn't be there. So we're going to start to focus on our breath here with a counted breath. Take an inhale through the nose. Breathe into the center of the chest. Let it inflate toward the sky for a count of 4. Hold at the top for 1, and then exhale through the nose for a count of 4. Hold at the bottom for 1, and then inhale it up. Feel the chest spread to the sides. Feel it inflate toward the ceiling, filling up the whole torso. And then exhale, pull the belly button into the spine. Squeeze out any stale air, anything that's stagnant, that you're holding onto that's not serving you. As you inhale, also feel the back of the body press into the mat. Full body breaths. And then exhale for a count of 4. Hold at the bottom for 1, and then inhale for 4. Hold for 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 1. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top for 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And just continue like this for a few more cycles. We're evening out, ironing out the breath, making it steady, making it even. A steady breath means a steady mind. Anytime you find yourself wobbling or wavering, first come back to your breath. Let it anchor you and energize you. Good. Letting gravity pull the knees toward the floor. Hips are opening. Back is opening. Chest is opening. Good. 2 more cycles. Hold and then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the bottom and then inhale. 3, 4, hold, and then exhale with a big sigh. Good. We're going to slowly remove the block or blanket from underneath you if you have it there. We're going to place the hands out in airplane position, palms face down, and we're just going to do some hip lifts. Squeezing the glutes and the feet together, drive the hips toward the ceiling, and then on the exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Upper back, arms, palms are planted into the ground. Squeeze the glutes as you drive the hips toward the ceiling. Activate the most powerful muscles in your body. Keep the soles of the feet together, and as you lower, feel the hips open slightly. Sometimes a little bit of movement will help them open up a little bit more. Linking the movement and the breath. So inhale as you lift, exhale as you lower. Make the movements conscious and deliberate. We're not just throwing our hips up there, we're moving them. Feel the action in your body. Good. Slowly lower down. We're going to bring the arms out in front. You can place one palm over the other. We're going to activate our core. So take an inhale. On the exhale, lift head and shoulders off the ground. Point the fingers forward and lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale.
Exhale, lower. If you want more, you can inhale, lift. Bring the arms overhead, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. We're going to stay there. Legs come out. Feet hover. Really lock out the legs. Point the toes. Arms are out to the side. Palms are off the ground. Press the low back into the mat. And then we're just going to bicycle the legs, grabbing the knees. Loosen up the hips. Inhale as you bring the right in. Exhale as you send it out. You're activating your abs here. You should feel your low back pressing against the floor. Left, right. Now from here, we're going to clasp the shin underneath the knee. Flex the left foot. Drop the left heel. Push the left heel forward. Lower the head and shoulders as you draw the right knee into the chest. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Pull the belly button to the spine. Hollow out, and then draw the knee and the leg into that space. Shoulder blades are on the ground. As you pull the right knee in, push through the left heel. Give yourself a little bit of extra traction. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to cross the right knee over to the left. Airplane out the right arm. Gaze over the right fingertips. Try and keep the right shoulder pinned to the mat. So if it's a choice between the knee and the shoulder, let the knee rise or put a block there and keep the shoulder down. Breathe into that space where the chest and shoulder meet. Good. You can use your left hand to press the left knee into the floor or into a block. Good. We're going to do some shoulder opening from here. So take your left hand, bring it out to the side in airplane position, palms face up. Take your right hand, bring it around, touch it into your left. Keep your head and shoulder on the ground. Inhale, open like the hinge of a door. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. Inhale, open. Exhale, fold. When you move, squeeze your upper back muscles open from the rib cage. So we're not just throwing the arm back, we're consciously moving it. Activate the parts of the body you need to move. Good. One more time. Open. Roll back onto your back. Flex the right foot. Half a happy baby. Sole the right foot points toward the ceiling. Draw the knee toward the floor. Flex the left foot. Push through the left heel. If it's not going all the way to the ground, you can place a block underneath your right knee. Take an inhale, exhale, draw the knee a little closer to the floor and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. We're going to take the right ankle, cross it over the left knee, coming into figure 4 or reclining pigeon. Flex the feet toward the sky. Thread the needle through. Either grab on your hamstring or on the knee. Head and shoulders are off the mat. Take an inhale. On the exhale, lower the head and shoulders. Pull the left knee toward the chest and use your elbow to sort of nudge the right knee forward. Your entire spine is on the ground, so try not to let your tailbone lift. Keep it pressed. Draw the knee in. Shin is parallel to the floor. Feet are flexed. Shoulder blades are down and back. Holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to cross the right completely over to left, coming into shoelace pose. Inhale the head and shoulders off the mat. Grab the outside knife edges of the feet. So you can grab it with an overhand grip or an underhand grip. Take an inhale. On the exhale, lower. Draw the knees into the chest. Pull the feet toward the floor. You should feel a nice stretch at the bottom of the right hip. Pull the elbows toward the floor. Keep the back pressed. tailbone pressed. Good. Hold. Breathing, not holding your breath here. So inhale, and then exhale, soften. Pull a little further. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Airplane out the arms. Take your crossed legs, drop them both over to the left, gaze to the right. Use your left hand to press down on your knees. Right shoulder presses into the ground. Breathe up the right side of the body. Feel the rib cage open. Breathe all the way up to where the chest and shoulder meet. Take an inhale. On the exhale, come on back. Drop the right foot to the floor. Tent the knees. Foot is as close to your seat as you can get it. Your left leg is pointing toward the sky. Flex the left foot. Engage the left leg. Squeeze your quads. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your hamstring. Press into the right foot and lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift, and hold. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Lower down. Send the legs out in front of you. Inhale the head and shoulders off the mat. Squeeze the abs. Low back is pressed against the mat. No space underneath there. And we're going to bicycle the legs. We're going to move to the opposite side. Maintaining your breath throughout the movement. Good. One more time on the right. Holding on to the left. Flex the right foot. Push the right heel forward. Drop it down so you feel your calf on the mat. Pull the left knee into the chest. Lower the head and shoulders. Take a big inhale. Exhale, soften. Draw the knee a little closer. Shoulder blades are pinned to the ground. Pushing through the right foot. Pulling the left knee close to the chest. Take your right hand. Cross your left knee over. Airplane out the left arm. Good. Keeping the shoulder blade pinned. You might feel your back crack into place here. That's a good thing. Good. And now we're going to work in the shoulder area again. So, palm faces up on the left arm. Airplane out the right arm. Palm faces up. Take an inhale. Exhale. Touch the left palm to the right. Open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Come on back. Roll onto your back. Grab the inside aspect of the left foot. Left sole of the foot points toward the sky. Half a happy baby. Right hand is in airplane position. Draw the knee toward the floor. Keep the right foot flexed. Keep pushing through that right heel. Trying to keep 90 degrees in the bend in the knee. Breathe down into your hips. Good. Take an inhale on the exhale. Reclining pigeon on this side. So left ankle crosses over the right knee. Left toes are flexed toward the sky. Thread the needle through. Head and shoulders are off the mat. Take an inhale. On the exhale, slowly lower the head and shoulders down. Push the left knee forward as you draw the right knee back. Good. Keeping the right shin parallel to the floor. So we don't want it here and we don't want it here. We want it right at 90 degrees. Good. Feet are flexed. Feel an opening in the hip. You could even make a few circles if that feels good. Circling your low back on the ground. And make your way in the opposite direction if you're doing circles. If not, just hold. Good. Stopping at center. Cross the left knee completely over the right. Inhale, head and shoulders off the ground. Clasp the outside edges of the feet. Take an inhale. On the exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Tailbone is pressed against the mat. You should feel your whole spine glued to the floor. Draw the elbows down. Pull the knees into the chest. Feel an opening in the hips right in this spot, right here. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to cross both knees over to the right. Gaze to the left. Airplane out the left arm. Use your right hand to press the knees closer to the ground and deepen the twist. This twist will hit a little bit further up toward the middle of the spine. Good. One more breath. Inhale it back up to center. We're going to point the right leg toward the sky. Flex the right foot. Place the left foot down close to your seat. Imagine there's a triangle on the bottom of your foot between the balls of your feet and coming together at the center of your heel. Press down into that spot in your foot. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your hamstring, and drive the hips toward the sky. Keep the right leg firm. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Good. One more time. Lift, hold. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly lower down. Keep your feet off the floor. Place your hands underneath your hamstrings. Hold on tight. Inhale the head and shoulders off the ground and just do a few rocks. Sort of feel your lower back rocking on the mat, warming up the core. 2, 1, get ready. And we're going to float it up into a seated position. Whatever cross position works for you. Sitting up tall. So if you find yourself slumping over, place a block underneath your tailbone. That'll give you more lift. We want our knees below the hips as much as they can go. Take an inhale, lift the chest, lift the shoulders. Then on the exhale, drop the shoulder blades into their sockets. Shoulder blades come slightly together in the back. They drop down. Hands are on the knees in a gesture of grounding. Closing the eyes. And just set an intention for your practice today. Dedicate it to something that you're grateful for. Dedicate it maybe to someone who needs the positive energy that you're generating. Dedicate it to peace and healing in the world. Good. As your mind clears, let that intention come into full focus, full clarity, and then bring your hands to heart center. Press your thumbs into your sternum, seal the intention in on a heart level, and then bring your thumbs to the third eye. Set it in on a thought level, so body and mind are working unified toward the intention, and then hinge forward to seal it. Coming back up to center, open the eyes, arms come out to the side. We're going to remove the block
from beneath our tailbone, and we're going to send the right leg back. So bend at the knee, send the right leg back. Keep the left sole of the foot on the left inner thigh. Clasp the hands underneath your chin, palms facing down. Take an inhale. On the exhale, squeeze your core, squeeze your glutes, and lift onto the knees. Lower down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. If you're finding it difficult to go all the way to the ground, then place the block. Try it with the block. That'll give you a bit more lift. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Come to a seated position. Inhale the arms overhead. Keeping the shoulders down, so we don't want to shrug up to the ears. That's a sign of stress. Pull them down. Keep the chest lifted in a sign of confidence. Turn the palms down. Hinge at the hips. Fold forward. Walk the hands out as much as you can. Take an inhale and an exhale. Drop the chest to the floor. Reaching the fingertips forward. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to walk everything over to the left. So stay low. Graze your chest over your thigh. Walk it back to your edge. Drop the left forearm. Shift your gaze toward the ceiling over the right shoulder and make big circles with the right arm. Feel the shoulder roll around in its sockets. Get rid of any cracks and clicks. Do that for 10, and then we'll reverse direction. Try to make the sweep wider as you come around. Inhale on the upswing, exhale on the downswing. Good. After the 10th one, turn your torso toward the floor. Reach the right arm back. Take an inhale, come up onto your hands, and then exhale, drop to your forearms. Looking under your left shoulder, possibly at that right foot. Breathe up the right side of the body. Enjoy the twist. Breathe down into the low back. One more breath here. Good. Now from here, we're going to come into a half a reclining hero. So there's two ways you can do this. You can come back up to center and walk your way down. Or you can slide the left arm back and slowly roll onto your back. Keep your right foot pressed against your hip. Take your left heel, press it down on your right thigh. Clasp opposite elbows overhead. Take a big inhale. On the exhale, press gently that left foot into the right thigh. Feel a stretch all the way up to the right side of the body. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release the leg. So left sole of the foot goes back to the inside the right inner thigh. Extend the right leg out. Walk it back up. Inhale the arms overhead. Turn your torso over the right leg. And then hinging at the hips. Reaching for the foot, the shin, the ankles, wherever you're going this morning. But it's important to reach. So inhale to lift, and then exhale, hinge from your hip creases, reaching forward. You don't want to round forward, we want to reach forward. Once you're there, take another inhale, and then exhale. Draw the chest toward the thigh, the forehead toward the knee. Flex the toes toward the ceiling and press the backs of the legs into the mat. So engage your quads, press the backs of the legs, trying to get rid of the space underneath the knee. Inhale it back up to center. Open the left arm toward the ceiling. Place your right forearm inside your right shin. Turn the chest toward the ceiling. Stay here or reach your left hand over. Maybe grab the right big toe and then turn your chest under the left arm. Breathing here. Good. Now slowly unwind. We come out of a posture with the same amount of awareness that we came into it. So square off over that front leg. Extend the arms. Squeeze your core. Press your leg. Inhale it back up to center. Good. Now here's the challenge. We're going to switch legs without touching our hands. Good. Clasp the hands underneath the chin. Right sole of the foot is on the left inner thigh. Take an inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 3 more. Good. Coming back. Inhaling the arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward over the right foot. As you fold, itsy bitsy spider the fingertips as far as they'll go. Take an inhale. On the exhale, drop the chest and chin. Forehead may come to the ground. If it doesn't, you can place a blanket or a block there. When you're in a folded position like this on the ground, focus on your breath. Breathe into the back of the body. Feel your shoulder blades inflate toward the sky. Good. Take an inhale. On the exhale, we're going to walk everything over to the left this time, walking as far back as you can go. Dropping to your right forearm. Open the chest toward the sky and make big circles with your left arm. Widen the sweep on each revolution. And reverse direction. Good. After the last one, come to your left forearm. Place your left hand on the ground. We're going to come to both forearms here and then turn and look over or under that right shoulder, looking at the left foot. Breathe up the left side of the body. So breathe from the left low back all the way up to underneath the shoulder. Take an inhale. On the exhale, slide the right arm back. Slowly roll onto your backs. Place the right heel on the left thigh gently. Keep the left arm overhead. Right arm stays to the side. Press down and breathe. Feel an opening in the hip flexor. Good. One more breath here. We're going to slowly release the legs. Extend the left leg out. Right sole of the foot comes to the left inner thigh. Inhale it up. Good. Bring the arms overhead. Really create some length. So on the inhale, reach to the sky. Keep the chest lifted. Square off over that left leg. Left toes are pointed toward the sky. Press the left knee toward the ground. And then exhale, hinge at the hips. Reaching for the toes, the foot, the ankle, the shin, wherever you're going today. Remember, it's not how far you go, it's how mindful you are getting there. If you're fully committed and fully attentive to the posture, it doesn't matter how far you go. You will eventually get there. Good. So we're going to keep your left hand in place. Open the chest toward the sky. Flare the right arm. And then drop the left forearm inside
the left leg, stay here, or reach overhead, grab the right foot, and then once you're there, if you have the foot, then actively turn the chest, pull on the toe for traction, breathe. You should feel a nice stretch here in the low back, the QL, breathe into that spot. Take one more breath. Good. Square off over the left leg. Extend the arms. Squeeze the core. Engage the leg. Inhale it up. And we'll make our way to tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and I'll come this way so everybody can see. So you want to start out with a neutral spine. So we're not sagging yet, and we're not rounded yet. We want to be neutral. So feet and knees are hips distance apart. Tops of the feet are on the ground. Shoulders over elbows, over wrists, fingers spread wide, and we'll loosen up the spine with some cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, look up where the ceiling and the wall meet, pull your tailbone toward your shoulders, and then exhale, round, pull your hips to your elbows. Inhale, lift, exhale, round, move like a wave. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. Inhale, lift, exhale, round. Really exaggerate the movements here. Create a nice bowl effect when you arch. Create almost like a mountain when you round. Good. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Good. Coming back to center. And I'm going to turn around so you can see how this is done. We're going to take our right hand, place it behind your head, almost as if you were doing a sit-up, but we're in tabletop position. Extend the left leg back. Flex the left leg and really lock it out. So really push through that heel. You should feel your quad and your glute engaged. Take an inhale. Open up the chest toward the sky. Exhale, touch your elbow to your knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Two more. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Good. From here, extend the right arm out. Left leg stays back. We're going to come into east to west. So airplane out the right arm and left leg. You can see my left foot. It's really flexed hard. Toes are pointed forward. Drop the right hand. Drop the left leg, left foot, and slowly sit back on your right calf, turning the left toes toward the ceiling. Come on forward, turn the toes toward the front of the room. Sit back, turn the toes to the ceiling. Inhale it up, turn the toes toward the wall. So just as turning your wrists can open your shoulder, turning your foot can help open your hip. Turn the toes toward the sky as you sit back. Really keep the toes flexed. That'll open the calf and the hamstring. Good. Coming back to center. Toes face forward. Take the left leg. Inhale it up. Swing it around. Touch the left toes all the way to the right. Sink down into the right hip. Inhale it up and then swing the leg around. Come into a low lunge. Inhale the arms overhead. Good. So in your low lunge, try and keep the front leg at 90 degrees. You're on. Back toes are uncurled and you're not on the kneecap. You're sort of on the muscle, on the tip of the quad. Inhale it up. Keep the left arm lifted. Touch your right hand to your right calf. Push the chest, push the heart center toward the sky. So as if somebody is pushing your heart through from the back. Arch the spine. Exhale, place the hands down. Swing the leg around. Come a little deeper. Inhale it up. Place the foot down. Come into your lunge. Exhale, frame the foot, swing it around. Maybe come all the way down, almost as if you were in pigeon, but not quite. Feel a stretch in the hip. Inhale it up. Sweep the arms overhead. Right hand to right calf. Left arm overhead, trying to get the bicep by the ear. Feel a stretch in the hip flexor. Press your shin and your foot. Good. Exhale both hands to the inside aspect of the left foot. Curl your right toes. Lift your right leg. Press the knee back toward the sky and rock back and forth, coming into lizard. Good. You can take any variation of lizard you have. So you can stay in a high lizard. You can come to a low lizard. Looking forward, pressing into the balls of the back foot. Good. Slowly rise up, back into your high lizard. Take your left hand, frame the left foot, take a step back with your left foot. You're going to be in your plank. So in your plank, shoulders over elbows over wrists, fingers spread wide. Good. So we don't want to drop the hips, and we don't want to press into the sky like down dog. We want to be flat as a board, like a new piece of wood. No sagging, no warping. So squeeze your legs together. Press into the balls of the feet. Press down into your hands. Pull your shoulder blades back and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Coming back to tabletop position. We'll make a few hip circles. Keep everything moving. My toes are curled in my hip circle. Inhale on the upswing. Exhale on the downswing. And reverse direction. Good. Coming back to center, I'm going to turn it around so you can see how it works on the left side. In tabletop position, take your left hand, place it behind your head, extend the right leg back, lock out that leg. So as if you're trying to kick a hole in the wall. Good. Take an inhale, open the chest toward the sky. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. Exhale, touch. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. Inhale, open. Exhale, curl. 2 more. Good. After the last one, extend. Come into your east to west. Your core is engaged here. Legs are engaged. Pressing down into the right hand hard for balance. And now drop the right leg and the left hand. We're going to sit back, turn the right toes toward the ceiling. Inhale it up, turn the right toes toward the front of the room. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, turn the toes forward. Exhale, turn them toward the sky. Good. 2 more. Good. Coming back to center. Inhale. That right leg up. Swing it over to the left. Really slide those toes back. Trying to bring your chest to your thigh. Feel a stretch in the hip right there in the glute. And then come back. Place the foot in front of you. Uncurl the toes. Inhale it up to a low lunge. Bring your left hand back to touch your left calf. Reach the right arm toward the sky. Good. Frame the foot. Swing it back. Maybe slide it back a little further. If you're a runner, this should feel pretty good, or maybe not. Inhale it back to a low lunge. Sweep the arms overhead. Bring the left hand to the left calf. Reach the right arm toward the sky. This is a back bend. So push your chest toward the sky. Squeeze your glutes together. One more time. Frame the foot. Swing the right leg over to the left. Slide it down as far as you can go. Inhale it back up. Coming into your low lunge. Good. So I have 90 degrees in my front leg. I'm on the top of my back leg. Good. Exhale, both hands to the inside aspect of that front foot. You can wiggle the foot over to the edge of the mat. And coming into your lizard from here. You can stay in high lizard, come to low lizard. If low lizard is not working today, there's also the option of a block. Good. We're going to come back to high lizard from here. Frame the foot. Take a step back with the right foot. Make your way to plank. Find your plank. So your legs are engaged in the plank. Your core is engaged. Your glutes are squeezing together. You're pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet. Solid. As I said, like a new piece of wood. Gaze is toward the edge of the mat. And then from here, press right up into downward facing dog. So drive your hips back. Keep the engagement in your legs. Separate the feet about hips distance apart. We're forming an upside down V with the body here. So spread your fingers wide. Press into your hands. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Drop the chest in between the shoulders. Straight arms, straight legs. Adjust your stance as you need to. Walk it out. Maybe press the heel toward the floor. Stretch out the calf. Good. Then we're going to take a step forward with the right foot. Meet it with your left. You'll be in your forward fold. So come to spider fingers. Take a half lift. Now when you take a half lift, squeeze your inner thighs together and bring your fingertips to your shins. That'll get that nice number 7 shape with the body. Back is flat, core is engaged, so I'm pulling my belly button to my spine. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive it up. And coming to stand in your mountain pose. So you probably can only see half my body from here, so I'll move back as far as I can. In your mountain pose. Feet together. If not, keep them about the distance of a block. Find that triangle on the bottom of your feet. Press down into the balls of the feet and to the center of the heels. Squeeze the shins together, squeeze the inner thighs together, engage your quads, pull your kneecaps to your hips. Glutes are squeezed. Pelvis is slightly tucked. Your core is engaged here. Inhale the arms up. Slightly. Pull the shoulder blades back, pull them down. Open the palms. Chin is parallel to the floor, so imagine I had an Easter egg standing vertically between your chin and your clavicle. Good. Close the eyes. Focus your gaze on the third eye and feel what it's like to be steady and strong and solid in your mountain pose. Be the mountain, no matter what happens to the mountain. Storms, avalanche, wind, snow, rain. The mountain is always steady, imposing, always majestic on the horizon. Good. So we're going to come into sun salutation A from here. So inhale, the arms overhead. Take a slight bend into the knees. Push your hips forward. Push your chest up on the back bend. And exhale, reverse swan dive it down. Take an inhale. Remember that half lift. Inner thighs are squeezing together. Hands are on the shins. I'm lengthening the spine forward. Chest is lifted. Exhale, fold. Press the palms. Take a step back with your left foot. Meet it with your right. You're in your plank. Chaturanga. So from here, in your chaturanga, press your hands down, press your feet back, lock out the legs. Shift your weight forward, bend into the elbows, come about 90 degrees. Come onto the tops of the feet. Inhale it for down dog, shoulder blades down and back. Coming into your downward facing dog. Good. Walk, step, or hop through. Forward fold. Inhale, take that half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive it up. Back bend. Exhale the hands to heart center. Good. Keep rooted in your feet. Inhale it up for a back bend. Push the chest, the heart center toward the sky. Exhale, reverse swan dive it down. Press into the feet, squeeze the legs together. Inhale it up halfway. Exhale, fold. Take a step back with your right foot. Meet it with your left. You're in your plank. Shift your weight forward. Make the body rigid. Lower down to 90 degrees. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Walk it out one more time. Walk, step, or jump through. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive it up. And exhale the hands to heart center. Hit every movement on a breath. So inhale for the back bend. Exhale, reverse swan dive it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. On an inhale, back to your plank, into your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good. Stay in your down dog for 2 breaths. Good. Walk it out, coming back to center. Inhale the right leg up. 3-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee, fire hydrant, flex the foot, make circles with the hip. Change direction. Good. Come back to center. We're going to bring in knee to chest, forehead to knee. Curl it in. Inhale it up. Curl it in. Inhale it up. Curl it in. Inhale it up. One more time. Curl it in. Bring the knee to the chest. Point the toe. Inhale it up. Come into your fire hydrant one more time. And from here, we're going to flip our dog. So the knees are bent. Feet are on the ground. Press into your left hand. Bring the right arm overhead. Drive the hips toward the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch it in. Press into the feet. Squeeze your glutes. Drive the hips toward the sky. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. And then slowly lower down. Bring your legs out in front of you, coming up into your boat. Hold your boat. So your legs are squeezed together. Toes are pointed. Core is engaged. Shoulders are back. Chest is up. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend the knees. Place the hands behind you. Coming into your bench pose. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Hold here. Bring the right arm overhead and bring it back to your three-legged dog. Just spin it around. And we're going to swing that right leg through for a high runner's lunge. So in your high lunge, we want the front leg at 90 degrees, knee over ankle. Back leg, press hard into the balls of your back foot and drive your knee, the back of your knee, toward the sky. Take a wide stance. Move with authority. Try not to be on a tightrope here. So take your left leg and sort of point it back to the corner of your mat. Inhale the arms overhead. Hold. Good. Hold here. We're going to prayer twist to the outside aspect. So hook your left elbow outside your right knee. Press into the palms. Turn and look over the right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Prayer twist inside aspect. Turn both hands to the inside aspect of the right foot. We're going to make another stop in lizard from here. And if you're ready for a challenge, we're going to do some tiger up the mountain. So we're just going to switch the feet. Hopefully your mat doesn't get in the way like mine did. Just switch. Switch. If the switching is not working, then just step. And we'll step forward into our garland pose, yogi squat. So we want our tailbone pointed toward the ground. If that's not going today, just place a block underneath there. Use your elbows to spread the knees apart, keeping the chest tall, so not sinking forward. Pull the shoulder blades down, pull the chest up, spine is straight. Hold here. Breathe. Good. So from here, you have the option of either staying in your garland, or we're going to work on our crow from here. So I'll turn to the side. So in your crow, the weight is going to be in your hands. You want to feel your chest engage in order to hold you up. So take your hands, fingers spread wide, and turn your hands so that your pointer fingers face at 12 o'clock. Good. Come up onto your toes, bend into your knees, and then bend your elbows and squeeze your elbows toward the midline. Try and get your knees into your triceps, but don't just drop there. Keep the triceps active, keep the knees and the legs active. Shift your gaze past your mat, so you could put a block there as a guide. Keep looking forward, because you have to shift your weight forward. If you look down, you'll fall down. You can stay right here and just practice holding this position. If you feel comfortable, peel the toes off the ground. Press down hard into your hands. Bring your feet to your butt and hold. If you're having trouble getting lift, place your feet on the block. Bring your hands to the same position. Corkscrew your hands into the ground so the eyes of the elbows face forward. Bring your knees and just flick the block away. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to your garland. Anyone who didn't want to do crow can certainly take a child's pose there. So we're going to come back to our garland. Inhale the arms overhead, press the feet into the feet, lift back into your mountain pose, and we'll do that on the other side. So inhale for a back bend, exhale, reverse swan dive it down. Inhale, half lift, exhale, fold. Walk, step, jump back to your plank, Lower down chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Inhale the left leg up. Bend the knee, fire hydrant. So come up high onto the right toes and really try and kick your butt with your left heel. Look under the left arm, circle the hip. And change directions. Good. Come back. Keep the left leg extended. And then bring your knee to your chest, forehead to knee. Really round the spine. And then drive the leg back. Curl it in. Drive it back. Feel your core engage. Use your ab muscles to pull that leg in and hold it up there. Glue it to your chest. Good. Last time, we're coming back to our three-leg fire hydrant. Now, keep your right hand anchored, fingers spread wide, and then just flip your dog. Keep the knees bent. Balance on your right arm, left arm is overhead, and crunch it in. So really push the hips toward the sky, reach, maybe try and touch your right hand with your left. Good. Last one, inhale it up. And then we're gonna lower down, we're gonna come right back into our boat. So just like down dog was an upside down V, this is a V that's right side up. So core is engaged, legs are engaged, toes are pointed, thighs squeezed together. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend the knees. Place the hands behind you. Come into bench pose 5 times. Good, and we're going to spin it back into our three-legged dog. Send it through for that high lunge. Prayer twist outside aspect. Prayer twist inside aspect. Drop both hands to the inside aspect of that right foot. Rock back and forth. Good. So from here, we're going to step it back into our plank and drop down to our forearm. So we're going to have come to a forearm plank here, and then just rock from front to back. Good. Place your hands down, coming onto your forearms. Walk your legs into down dog legs. And we're going to come into dolphin pose from here. So you want to press down hard into your forearms. Walk your legs in as far as they can go. Keep your hips lifted toward the sky. Keep your core engaged. Shift your weight forward so you feel the weight in your upper back. This is the first step to your forearm balance pose. It's also an inversion. We'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Press it up into downward facing dog. Walk out your dog. Inhale the right leg up. Curl the spine, drop the foot. Warrior 1. Good. So in your Warrior 1, front leg at 90 degrees. Knife edge of the back foot presses hard into the mat. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Push the chest toward the sky. Exhale the hands to heart center. Wiggle the right foot in toward the center of the mat. Open the palms, Warrior 2. Good. From your Warrior 2. Lift the chest. Keep the tailbone tucked. corkscrew the front foot into the mat so the knee moves to the pinky toe side. Keep pressing the knife edge of the back foot into the ground. Inhale it, straighten the front leg. Hinge forward at the hips, turn the chest toward the ceiling, and then cartwheel it down into triangle pose. Breathe here. Inhale it back up to Warrior Two. We're going to pivot the feet, coming into Warrior One on the left side. Inhale the arms overhead. There is a slight back bend to this posture, so really push the hips forward, push the chest up, sweep the arms overhead. Take the pose with confidence. You're a warrior here. Good, and then shift the feet coming into Warrior Two. So in your Warrior Two, check that back arm. Make sure it's not down here, not up here. Shoot the energy out through both fingertips. The torso is straight up and down, so we're not leaning forward into the future or back into the past. You're firmly rooted in the present. Straighten the front leg. Hinge forward at the hips. Turn the chest. And then cartwheel it down into triangle pose. Good. Inhale it back up to center. Turn the toes to face the front of the room. In your wide-legged stance, we'll just do a few hops to scissor the legs. Good, bring it in. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your glutes, bending in, sitting in your chair. So in your chair pose, trying not to drive the butt back, not to arch the spine. Want to keep the spine neutral, so keep your core engaged, keep your legs together, tuck the hips slightly, biceps by the ears. Good. One more breath in chair. Inhale it up for a back bend. Exhale. We're going to cross the right arm underneath the left. Bend into a quarter squat. Take a step out with the right foot. Draw it up and around, coming into your eagle pose. So in your eagle, once everything is wrapped around, squeeze everything tight toward the midline. Sitting up tall, sink low. Good. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. Bend the elbows to the knee. Reach your left hand down outside your left pinky toe, right hand to right hip, and then open up to the right side into your half moon. You can keep your hand on your hip or extend the right arm overhead. Make sure the back leg is fully engaged. Make sure the standing leg is locked down. Open the hip toward the sky. Slowly bring the right hand to heart center, left hand to heart center, and back to standing. Breathe. Good. We're going to take our chair again. So inhale the arms overhead, bend into the knees, sink low into your chair. Keep the core engaged, hips pressing forward, thighs squeezing together. Good. Bring the left arm underneath the right. Come up to a quarter squat. Take a step with the left foot. Press down hard into the right foot. Use the inhale to draw it up and around. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Squeeze your wrists, forearms, calves. Bend into the thighs. Elbows touch the thighs. Unwind the arms. Right hand spider fingers, left leg goes back. Open the chest toward the left wall and find your focus. Find a drishti, find a gaze. Squeeze your kneecaps to your hips on both legs. Kick that left foot back hard. Top hand to heart center, bottom hand to heart center. Back foot to meet the front. Good. Inhale it up for a back bend. Exhale, reverse swan dive it down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Walk, step, jump back to your plank. Lower down chaturanga, release chest, chin. Up dog. Down dog. Good. Inhale the right leg up. Send it through, warrior one. Now from our warrior one, we're going to make our way to warrior three, another balance posture. So take this transition in stages. Turn up on the back toes. Shift your weight forward. Press down hard into your front foot. Engage your right leg. Squeeze the glute. Press up. Warrior three. Point or flex the back toes. Keep that back leg firm, strong. The hip will try to open. Use your foot, like we did on the floor, to turn it down. Good. Extend the arms out in front. Float it back to warrior one. Open it up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Push the chest toward the sky. Keep the bend in that front leg. Exhale, extended side angle. Right hand all the way to the floor. Left arm overhead. Good. Inhale it back up to warrior two. Pivot the feet. We're going to come to warrior one on the left side. Good. Warrior three. Turn up on the back toes. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Shift your torso, shift your weight, and lift. Good. Float it back to warrior one. Open it up to warrior two. Reverse. Extended side angle. Good. Coming back up to center. Hop the feet in. Coming to mountain pose. Sitting in your chair. Only this time we're going to sink. We're going to sink. We're going to sink. Roll right up into one more boat. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down to your backs. Take a breath here. And from here you can make your way to an inversion of choice. That can be headstand, handstand if you have the room. I prefer to do those in the studio where there's nothing to crash into. So from here we're going to do, you can do one of three things. You could do waterfall, which is just lifting your legs up into the air, keeping your tailbone and your low back pressed into the mat, airplane out the arms. You can do a modified shoulder stand by placing the block underneath your tailbone, airplaning out the arms and lifting the legs toward the sky. You can also do full shoulder stand by lifting your legs up to the sky, walking your hands down your spine toward your neck. Point the toes, squeeze the legs together. Chin is pinned to the chest, so you don't want to do this if you have neck issues. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, squeeze your lat muscles, point the toes, trying to form a nice L shape with the body. Core is engaged. And then slowly release. And then from here you can come to a back bend of choice. That can be bridge, it can be full wheel. You can also try camel or fish if it's in your practice. I'm going to demonstrate full wheel. So, starting with your legs tented, feet close to your seat. Bring your palms, fingers face back, palms by the ears, thumbs by the ears. Point your elbows to the sky. Take an inhale. On the exhale, press down hard into your hands and feet. Try and straighten the arms. Push your chest in the direction that you're looking. You're almost trying to push your legs straight. Press down hard. You want to feel this in the mid to the upper back. No pinching or pain in the low back. Good. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your shoulders. Straight arms for 3, 2, 1. Good. Slowly lower down. And we'll make our way to Supta Baddha Konasana, back where we started, just to give the back a chance to settle. Breathe in here. Good. Awesome job. So hopefully you're all energized, maybe a little bit sweaty, but most important, hopefully in this past hour or so you had some fun and got a chance to tune out, if only for a brief moment, what's going on in the world. We're going to come to our backs. Into Shavasana, everybody's favorite pose. Let your feet come to mats width apart. Let the shoulders flop, the feet flop to both sides like the pages of a book. Open the palms toward the sky, spread the arms out wide. Let the shoulder blades come down the back. Close the eyes, bring your gaze back to the center of your brow. You're back to where you started. You've come full circle. Let your breath slow. Let it deepen. Bring your awareness inward. With each exhale, sink a little further into the layers of your being, going beneath the physical, beneath the emotional, beneath all your thoughts and your worries. Beneath all your desires. Travel to that place where you can rest peacefully, where there's no place to be, no one to be, nothing to have, nothing to do. These few minutes may be the only chance you have or have had in the past week, the past month, just to breathe and be. So try not to let anything intrude on it. Let the body go heavy, let the mind go light.
Good. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you feel comfortable. While you're there, I want to thank you for joining me in what is my first video teaching yoga this way. I appreciate you following along. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them. Be safe, be healthy. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.